I could not wait to share this story with you. If you're new here, my name is Mark J. Schmidt. I'm with Remax Country and MoveMeMark.com. You know what to do next. Like this video, subscribe, make sure you hit the notification bell so you don't miss out. So anyway, I was recently in Atlantic City. Every year there's a big realtor convention in Atlantic City called Triple Play. And I went down and I was staying at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. And one thing my office does, and I told you I'm with Remax Country in Milltown, and one thing my office does really great, the owners of my office, John and Frank, they invite anyone from the office who wants to come out to dinner to come out to a really nice dinner. So just like usual, we went out to dinner and oh my gosh, what a dinner it was. We went to this really great steakhouse called Council Oak that was located at the Hard Rock. And the place is really fantastic. Just a beautiful, beautiful restaurant, and everything was top notch. As I'm looking at the menu, I see they have, you know, your regular steakhouse fare. They had seafood, stuff like that. And I saw that they had Kobe beef. I was like, gee, that Kobe beef sounds pretty good. I've never had Kobe beef, but I've heard really good things about it. Now, what was interesting was that it said, like, you know, a filet mignon was 56 bucks. That's pretty standard for a filet mignon in a steakhouse in Atlantic City. But the Kobe beef, it didn't have a price. It just said MP for market price. So I turned to John, one of the owners of my office, and I said, John, do you mind if I get the Kobe beef? I mean, I don't want to be a pig or anything. And John was like, get whatever you want. John is so gracious. He's really quite generous and just a wonderful broker. But anyway, so John was like, yeah, get whatever you want. So I wind up getting the Kobe beef. And John's brother, Frank, the other owner of the office, he also gets the Kobe beef. So it comes out, it was 5 ounces of Kobe beef. 5 ounces of Kobe beef. This is what it looked like. It didn't look like a lot when it was served in front of me. Just these, you know, 3 little rounds of Kobe beef, but it was really good. I mean, it's just like when they say melt in your mouth, this meat just melted in my mouth. And, you know, Frank got the same thing. He felt the same thing I did. You know, it was just really, really good meat. So anyway, we go through the dinner. We're about to leave. We're going to head off to a party that Remax is having at the Borgata. And I say, you know what? I just need to head to the men's room real quick before we go. So I go to the men's room. As I'm walking out, Frank is walking in. And Frank looks at me and he goes, Mark, the Kobe beef was $2.50. And I was like, what? $2.50? I was like, together? He's like, no, $2.50 each. So I was like, wow. So I felt bad. I turned to John when I left and I said, John, I'm so sorry. If I'd known it was going to be so much money, I never would have ordered it. And John was incredibly gracious. You know, he was like, no, it's absolutely fine. No big deal. Well, listen, I learned an important lesson. And the important lesson is when you see a menu and it says MP, market price, sometimes it's probably not a bad idea to ask what that market price is that day, because I never would have guessed that we would have spent $250 on one plate of Kobe beef. Now, it did come with some really nice roasted cherry tomatoes and some roasted cloves of garlic, but still $250 was a little steep in my opinion. It was really good. Would I do it again? Probably not. So anyway, if you're going to Atlantic City, definitely check out the Hard Rock. It's a beautiful casino anyway. And check out Council Oak. Really great food. You know, it's up to you whether you want to spend that much on Kobe beef, but it's always a fun time in Atlantic City. So I would be remiss if I didn't remind you that if you have questions about buying or selling a home or about any part of the process, there's a fantastic resource. It's my website. You can find me at www.MoveMeMark.com. Thanks so much for watching. If you missed our last episode, I've got it right here for you. And here's another episode that YouTube thinks you should watch. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you hit that circle and subscribe so you don't miss out. And I'll see you next time for more real estate awesomeness. You have a great week.